friends, it's the last video I'm recording today, so I've been in the same shirt for probably several videos, because I felt like recording a bunch today, and I hope that my mouth has more stuff to say, because my mouth is, I'm certainly getting tired of hearing my own voice, but whatever, these are still fun to do. And right now I'm going to be doing one that I actually don't remember if this has been requested of me, or if I just knew it was a Ren song I hadn't heard yet and wanted to, which is, the Nas Retake, Halftime, which is a song I know I've heard at least once in my life, but probably not in about 20 to 22 years. Oh no, I'm old, what happened? My life. Yeah, I know I've heard it before. I could possibly pick it out of a lineup when it comes to the beat, because I remember the beat kind of, but I can't do much comparison. It's been so long since I've heard it. I think it was on the Illmatic record? I don't know. Why am I trying to remember things I'm not gonna remember? Anyway, I'm assuming this one was filmed in Canada. I don't know who shot it. I don't think it was my boy Sam, but it was one of his buddies. I think I remember hearing it was, so I checked the video and it didn't, at least that I could see, it didn't tell me. Might have been Josh. I think it was Josh filmed this guy. So yeah, let's go. Boop. That's happening.
Let loose in the booth and I came to introduce them. I prove juice like a flaming sambuca. Half-time, 3-point hoop, hallelujah. Abuse oblongata and I severed the medulla. Cause rap without Ren is like a skull without a...
Sever the medulla. What was it? Abuse oblongata? That's funny. But for him, that could mean abused it as in like drugs back in the day or something. Or it could just be what he has going on with him kind of abuses his own brain. But don't sever your medulla oblongata, because then you won't be playing much guitar after that. That was a cool line.
Abuse oblongata and I severed the medulla. Cause rap without Ren is like a skull without a brain, dude. Or like a fig on it with no one to complain to. Hockey without ice or China without rice. The Bible without Christ.
What was that?
Sever the medulla. Cause rap without Ren is like a skull without a brain, dude. Or like a fig on it with no one to complain to. Hockey without ice or...
Okay, that's kind of funny. I doubt that was like actually censored. He obviously censored that himself. Like a something with no one to complain to. Either knowing him, he probably just kind of went like, people can put whatever they want. It's a little bit, not lazy, maybe just kind of playing on the safe side of like, he knew what the rhyme would be, but didn't want to put a specific person, or just was like, hey, whatever you think is a group or a person that complains constantly, put it here. We'll put the censored thing. That, or he just like couldn't think of one in time. Which, hey, some I can't think of it placeholder lyrics are pretty great. If you go look at this is your movie rant, if you go look at the Cannibal, the musical by the South Park guys, like the first big song, they had this whole song, Trey Parker did, but he couldn't think of like would be the main lyric, which is like, all these different things. And then the chorus is like, I think you know exactly what I mean when I say it's a something day. He couldn't figure out what day it was. So as a placeholder, he just put Spadoinkle, and then that was in the movie, and it's super memorable. So yeah, I think it's funny that he just was like, let's just fill in your own thing here. Fill in your own biases here.
Go without a brain, dude. Or like a fig on it with no one to complain to. Hockey without ice or China without rice. The Bible without Christ. Vindaloo with no spice. Playing snakes and ladders with no dice. Day without night. Like Mike without an earlobe bite. I keep it tight. Left, right, fake, dodging a...
He likes to reference boxers and wrestlers a lot. Such a little boy.
Day without night. Like Mike without an earlobe bite. I keep it...
Oh, I forgot. I'm sitting here looking at the lyrics. I haven't mentioned the filming, which is, if this is little face, if this is Josh, I hope to God he had a spotter, because these are not super wide streets or sidewalks. I mean, and again, depending on how we're walking, I imagine, much like I said in the Bittersweet Symphony video, or I'm sure they probably did this walk a few times to figure out exactly, I don't know if he has an endpoint in mind of like, that's about to be so hard, because you're walking, he's probably in some ways counting to figure out exactly where he is, how it needs to go. It's almost like you're doing a dance, even though you're just walking. Plus, he's got to obviously do his lyrics. No, clearly not recording it live, but that would be ridiculous. Still, he's like, I assume someone's probably playing the track. And he's singing along to it, rapping along to it. And he's got to deal with hoping that no one gets hit by a car, hoping that no one, walks into them or just decides to be a dick and be like, what are you guys doing? Or, someone in a car isn't a dick. Because, yeah, you can cover it up with a track to a degree if someone says something and shouts something off shot. But if someone just decides to roll their window down and peek their head out the car or something, distract you in any way from what you're doing, I can't imagine it. It is kind of funny because it's just it's just a dude walking and rapping, but there's so many things going on to make that happen. Is something that should be thought of and remembered, because it's impressive. Even if looks effortless, that's why it's impressive, because he can make it look like, we're just walking and whatever. This is clearly a busy area. Okay.
Tight, left, right, fake, dodge and evade, an uppercut. Fuck 'em up in many various ways, nefarious gaze. Moving through precarious days, when we're moving through the rubble, trouble there in my veins. Librarian brain, pull up a barbarian.
Yeah. Bubble there in my veins. I know that I've seen his, cause this is in Canada, is when he was getting a lot of his treatment. I know he was always worried about when he was getting his IVs of an air being in there. I wonder if that was what it was a reference to.
When we're moving through the rubble, trouble there in my veins. Librarian brain, pull up a barbarian slang. Performing like I'm global warming, music making it rain. I'm pimping my pain.
I like that. Performing like global warming, music making it rain. That's funny. But yeah, right there even. It's such a narrow space that two people can walk next to each other on the sidewalk, but that's about it. That's the length it is. It's a 2-person sidewalk. So those people, if they bumped into him in any way, it's the slightest thing. You gotta start at the fucking beginning. Oh my god. I just, I think it looks very cool, but just even thinking about it stresses me out. Having to do that. Bless Ren for his, I won't say patience, more perfectionist. Because I know it's not just it's fine. I know he'll just do it again and again and again and again and again until it's perfect. Sorry, whoever's filming. You gotta keep going until it's perfect, but my god. Sorry. Stressing out just thinking about all of the things that go into such a simple video.
Barbarian slang, performing like I'm global warming, music making it rain. I'm pimping my pain, prostitute of all that's insane. Put my problems on the paper and the sales will rain. The sales.
I like that line a lot. Pimping my, what was it? Pimp my pain?
Pain. Prostitute of all that's insane.
Prostitute of all that's insane. Because I haven't covered it on here yet. Because I've never seen the video for it. One of my favorite Ren songs is Murderer. I listen to it constantly in the car. I think it was on my Spotify Wrapped last year. Or this year. But yeah, the whole, sit up my throat made of bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. He's joking about it, but also he does have mental illness, and as someone with it, I also joke about it constantly because that's what you have to do because it's fun. The idea of just and I'm sure there are pieces of shit online who think his sickness is a gimmick, and it's not that they don't think he's sick, but it's more oh yeah, people like you because you got that's your little gimmick thing. I remember watching other comedians talk about Bo Burnham and being oh yeah, the piano thing, that's your gimmick. Not thinking no, he's just a different dude. He's just doing his own thing. Just let him do his own thing. So yeah, the whole thing was I'm pimping my pain, prostitute of all, it's insane. Almost calling out yeah, that's me, that's what I'm doing. Just taking all my pain and showing it to you and I get paid for it. Thanks guys. But also acknowledging yes, to a degree, that is what if he's writing about his pain, as honest as it is, that is technically what's happening. It is still a product, which is very weird to think of. So as an artist, you should share your innermost thoughts and you should, express yourself that way. But also on a literal level, you are also mining your tragedy for content, which is weird and feels weird. Not, it isn't, but like, I imagine it would feel weird. But, as long as it comes from a genuine place, I don't think it's weird at all. It's what a good artist does, is takes their pain and is able to share it with other people in a way that they can relate to or understand better. Even if you can't relate to all of Ren's songs, if he's singing from a place of honesty when it comes to his, you know, being sick and things like that, well, even if you don't relate to it, you can then maybe relate better to someone you might know who's sick. Yeah, anyway, I like that line a lot. That was a great line. Just brutally honest, kind of mocking himself, but also being like, yeah, that's what I fucking like. It's like the whole the Eminem line in High Rent. It's like, I'm gonna say it before you do, because fuck you.
Like I'm global warming, music making it rain. I'm pimping my pain, prostitute of all this insane. Put my problems on the paper and the sales will rain. The sales will rise. Pyro with the patch on his eye. Get you hooked up on the music, say like I. It's like raps to the music when I'm feeding them pie. That's pie raps, can't relax on the waviest guy. Like yo, rats bring the bubonic flow.
That was awesome. I winced, by the way, when because if anyone noticed that I winced, I realized it might have looked weird. It's because I literally looked and went, I'm like a minute into this video and I'm 10 minutes into recording. Uh-oh. But oh my god, that was so great. First of all, love the pirate scheme. That was cute. That was super cute. And then the pirates. Yeah, love it. But did you see that then? Okay. I'm gonna stop and just show it. I'm sure everyone who's seen this knows what I'm talking about, the countdown thing, but it was so cool.
On the paper and the sales will rain. The sales will rise. Pyro with the patch on his eye. Get you hooked up on the music, say like I. It's like raps to the music when I'm feeding them pie. That's pie raps, can't relax on the waviest guy.
That is so, that's not something you could plan. That's impossible to plan. You can't. So that was amazing. But then also, once you have that moment, which he probably didn't even know at the time, and I don't even know if the person operating the camera knows at the time, because he was probably just too busy trying to make sure Ren doesn't get hit by a car and things like that. But to then, at this point, know you have to make the rest of this take perfect so you can keep that amazing moment in there, because if anything else gotten fucked up, you can't repeat that moment again. I mean, like, it's possible, but, like, not... It's possible it could happen again, obviously. It's not like a... but statistically it would be crazy. That was so cool. That made me just so excited. It's just one of those great things when you're filming, you know, I just talked about all of the ways that filming like this is incredibly difficult and intricate and frustrating, but also sometimes you get really cool weird moments like that are just like, that's super fucking awesome. Also, I haven't talked about the beat at all, but I will say, like, I do remember the beat of the original. He has added a lot to it. Which I didn't know. I'm not, like, into hip-hop very much, so I didn't realize that when you, like, do a retake of someone, I just kind of assumed you kept the same beat and then just did your own rap over it. It never occurred to me that you'd, like, change the beat a bunch, so that's kind of cool. I just want to see it one more time and listen to the pirate scheme.
Rise, Pyro with the patch on his eye. Get you hooked up on the music, say like I. It's like raps to the music when I'm feeding them pie. That's pie raps, can't relax on the waviest guy. Like yo, raps bring the bubonic flow, move the tectonic plates when I step to the show. So cold, I know a couple people don't fuck with it, they can just suck on it, zip it then go. Thanks bro.
I love adding the guitar. That sounds really cool. I love any rap that can mention the bubonic plague, a big plus for me. I love, and the way the camera goes around him, again, simple, but looks very cool. It also meant that whoever held the camera had to step into the street. And just like him kind of going like this, and then just raising his hands like that as everything goes around him. It makes him look like a badass. It's really cool.
Feeding them pie, that's pie raps, can't relax on the waviest guy. Like yo, raps bring the bubonic flow, move the tectonic plates when I step to the show. So cold, I know a couple people don't fuck with it, they can just suck on it, zip it then go. Thanks bro. Eeny meeny miny mo, I'm shining like a diamond though when pressure makes.
Oh, we got another eeny meeny miny mo. He does that Murderer, and I think I've heard he does it in other songs. That's the part of Murderer that the bigger they come, the bigger they fall, the trigger the gun, I clip them all like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, okay. Line them up against the wall. I'm sorry. Yeah, that part of that song. Which I think is fun. I like the kind of, I like people having somewhat repeated lyrics. I guess some people would consider it just lazy of like using the same rhyme again, but I think it's kind of fun. Some of my favorite bands have like repeated lyrics that they'll do like decades apart from each other, and I always think it's kind of fun.
But then go fast, bro. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm shining like a diamond, though. When pressure makes a rhyming diamond. This was by design, you know. An isotope, a proton and a neutron in the nuclei, and splits an atom in the fraction. They reaction supersize me and not supersize.
That was cool. Those runs like that are ones that are like, I love hearing them in a Ren song because they're in a very selfish way of they sound really cool, but they're slow enough that I could potentially learn them. Because I do love to sing along to Ren, and some of the stuff was like Hunger. I can't sing to some of that, but that I can make my mouth eventually do. And I think he's done the diamond pressure type line before as well, I believe.
Neutron in the nuclei and splits an atom in the fraction. They reaction supersize me and not supersize my order. Fries on the side, I'm a big whopping author. Big Mac, rest in peace, big, rest in peace, Mac, rest in peace, Pat, rest in peace, Pete, rest in peace, rap. We lose all the grace like that.
That was a trip. Okay, so we had McDonald's. What did he say? Big whop.
Fries on the side, I'm a big whopping author.
Big whopping author. Cute. And Big Mac, rest in peace, Big. Biggie Smalls.
Big Mac, rest in peace, big, rest in peace, Mac, rest in peace, Pat, rest in peace, Pete, rest in...
I don't know Pete. I know Mac Miller. I know Pac, Tupac. I don't know the last one, I'm sorry. That one flew over my head.
Big Mac, rest in peace, big, rest in peace, Mac, rest in peace, Pat, rest in peace, Pete, rest in peace, rap. We lose all the grace like that. So put respect upon their names while they still intact. That's why I rap upon this beat that was deep.
That's another fucking... That's so cool too. The fact that he's talking about like the greats of hip hop, sort of his own like music history. As a fucking school bus goes by, that's also a serendipitous, awesome thing. The fact that those two things happen, that and the countdown in the same take, I'm obsessed with this. This is just something that I get really excited about. That is so cool. Like, what a friend. And then the camera knew to kind of like go toward it. Oh. Yes. Yes.
In peace, Mac, rest in peace, Pat, rest in peace, Pete, rest in peace, rap. We lose all the grace like that. So put respect upon their names while they still intact. That's why I rap upon this beat that was deep for Nas. I might never reach the level, I'll salute with bars. I'm coming to bring in the DP, I'm in there singing the bee's knees.
I love that. I'll salute with bars. So yeah, they must have known, okay, we've got to get, and again, as you're watching this, think about like, all right, when I get to about this part of the song, I've got to be about to enter the tunnel, that kind of thing, to know that they're ending where they want to be ending. So of course, yes, it's all, as simple as it is, it's all this intricate dance he's doing, which you can kind of see more in things like Money Game, where it really does feel like more of a dance, but even something as simple as this, it's still a dance going on between him and the camera guy, and everything else. All the other people who don't even know they're in a dance. Surprise, you are.
Respect upon their names while they still intact. That's why I rap upon this beat that was deep for Nas. I might never reach the level, I'll salute with bars. I'm coming to bring in the DP, I'm in there singing the bee's knees. What a ridiculous MC.
What was that line? Hang on.
I'll salute with bars. I'm coming to bring in the DP, I'm in there singing.
Coming and bringing a DP? I don't know if that probably has other meanings, but my brain goes to director of photography. I'm like, you're bringing your DP with you? Like, yeah, you are, literally. I was like, I'm coming, and I'm gonna make a video of it. Or he's talking about sexual DP. But, I like to think he's talking about, I'm coming, and I'm bringing my camera guy.
That's so put respect upon their names while they still intact. That's why I rap upon this beat that was deep for Nas. I might never reach the level, I'll salute with bars. I'm coming to bring in the DP, I'm in there singing the bee's knees. What a ridiculous MC, sounds so ridiculous repeat. When I am spitting it properly, when in biology, no one can follow me. But an anomaly, thick shit and quick wit makes girls wet and dick stiff. I'm so tongue in cheek with my tongue in the
That was so fun. It just makes it look so effortless. because there's something I like that speed, because it's like it's fast and it looks impressive, but it's also slow enough that you can understand the lyrics really easily. It's not like when he does like triple time where like I can understand if I really focus, but like it's kind of hard to figure out everything he's saying, or just at a certain point sounds like a bunch of vowels and consonants. Whereas this, you can totally understand what he's saying the whole time, but it just seems like it's just kind of flowing out of him. Is very fun.
What a ridiculous MC, sounds so ridiculous repeat. When I ain't spitting it properly, got in biology, no one can follow me. What an anomaly, thick shit and quick wit makes girls wet and dick stiff. I'm so tongue-in-cheek with my tongue in your cheek, I never sleep. Cause that
it's cute. And he knows what he's about. It's like, I'm getting everyone into this. Man, woman, whatever.
some ridiculous repeat. When I ain't spitting it properly, got in biology, no one can follow me. What an anomaly, thick shit and quick wit makes girls wet and dick stiff. I'm so tongue-in-cheek with my tongue in your cheek, I never sleep. Cause death is the cousin of sleep, I never rest. Cause sleep is the cousin of death, so save your breath. Stop the tape, press pause and eject.
I think sleep is the cousin of death is a Nas line. From a song I forget the title of, probably really popular. Is that New York State? I don't remember. I think it was New York State. I don't remember. I keep wanting to say the full title and then jumping out because I don't remember. And I'm too afraid to be wrong, even though I'm wrong on here often. That was fun.
Sleep is the cousin of death, so save your breath. Stop the tape, press pause and eject.
That was so fun. And it was only 2 minutes. I wonder if that's somewhere on Spotify. I know that it's the, you know, because he has some of his covers on there. Which is just not a cover, obviously, but he has, like, you can find Bittersweet Symphony on there. I like that a lot. That was such a fun, those are some fun lyrics. I just keep saying fun, but it was. I liked that one a bunch. Eventually I'm gonna have to, like, rank all my favorite Ren songs. But as far as just pure rapping goes, that might be one of my favorites. That was fucking cool. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. That was fucking cool. Thanks, Ren. And you know what? I think I'm actually gonna go listen to the Nas version right now. So I'm gonna go do that. Bye, everybody!